Yo, what is good, y'all? Yo, we got the sanity machine in the house. He's definitely a spoonie for sure. The spoonie machine in the house. Uh, so I was trying to figure out like what stream I want to do next. I thought a good one would be like five years after COVID and look back at some of the craziness of COVID, and then I more went for I was looking for the people that are still like actively into the mask and all that stuff till this day. There's like communities of them and everything, and they're like they're nuts, dude. And then my wife said, "You ever heard of a spoonie?" She said, "Look up Spoonies." And actually I had heard of it very recently. I believe it was Toilet Bowl posted something online about this. The spoon theory. And it's basically like people that live in chronic pain. It says their health issues impact their ability to complete everyday tasks and activities. And this lady here in 2003 came up with an analogy how to explain how it feels because being in pain is so exhausting and how it impacts your mental health and your physical bandwidth. So she says people with chronic pain start each day with a limited set number of proverbial spoons, each one representing the physical and mental energy it takes to complete a daily task or activity. Smaller tasks like showering or getting dressed may only cost one spoon, while larger tasks like cooking or vacuuming may take 3 or 4 spoons on days with increased pain. Even smaller tasks may require multiple spoons. So then they said patients have to be economical in how they spread the use of their spoons in their daily activity. Like, imagine a mother who lives in chronic pain. If she uses all of her spoon on daytime tasks, she's left with no spoons to tend to her children at night. You know who's using spoons? Crackheads are smoking crack off of spoons. But she has to take care of her kids, so she pushes beyond her limits, borrowing spoons from tomorrow's set amount to make it through today. So there's even usury built right into this theory. The spoon Jew is out here robbing their ability to do something tomorrow. But then when I was looking up this, my wife said she knew about this. So I said, don't tell me, we'll do it live. Tell me about it live. So feel free to call in when you are ready. That's your cue to press the link and come in. Hold on one second. Boomer tech issues. Hey, just like your guys' new favorite show. What are they called? Ortho chuds. We're gonna have boomer tech issues since that's what you guys want. I checked out that show today. Ortho thugs. Terrible, bro. Terrible. It's Jim Bob and some lesbian looking dude. It's like the Seinfeld show. It was like OE if we weren't funny. That's basically what they were going for, I think. Did you figure out that link, woman? Get on the stage, woman.
Yo, can you hear me?
Shuck and jive for these shekels, woman. Yeah, we hear you. Or I hear you.
Okay, good. You talking about ortho chodes?
Yeah, ortho chodes, yeah. You think they're spoonies? I think they might want to spoon each other, maybe.
They may be spooning. I don't know if they're spoonies, but
they're forking.
Ortho spooning.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So what do you know all about these? What do you know about these spoonies?
Oh, I know too much about this. I lived this stuff. Now, my mom was like before the time of when spoonies was a term, because I think it was like probably what was it, like a mid 2000s term or something? I don't know. But she fit the criteria basically of what that is. And like, I'm not trying to say anything bad because there are people that actually have medical issues. what I'm talking about is not those people. I'm talking about the kind of people that have mental issues and use that kind of stuff, to like hide behind.
Let
Because
me
there's
ask real
definitely a type of personality that gravitates towards this kind of stuff and uses it as a way to like manipulate and get what they want. My mom was like definitely that kind of person. Also going to try to be as respectful as possible because my mom is deceased, and I'm not trying to talk trash about my mom or nothing like that. But
Yeah, no, I feel you. Let me ask the chat real quick. How are the mic levels? Because in my headphones, she sounds really loud. I don't know if she's coming across loud on your guys' end. Um, but let us know how the mic levels are. And yeah, what do you think causes this? Is it just druggies, or is this like the fibromyalgia people?
yeah, because that's what my mom had, fibromyalgia.
So if you don't know what that is, it's just like a made up thing.
I mean, from what I've seen, like, chronic pain for people can be a thing, but I think it has other issues. Like, my mom had a lot of childhood trauma, and then she was a drug addict. So, she's drinking a bunch, she's taking pills, she's not sleeping, not eating, doing a bunch of stuff during the day, and then has chronic pain. Goes to the doctor, and then her doctor, his name was Dr. Bush, and he was a literal pigeon pecker. And he was
Dr.
the kind of
Bush.
guy like pain pill mill guy would just like, give you anything you wanted basically. He didn't care, he's getting paid. So she like literally looked up what fibromyalgia was, printed out the papers, and then just came in and told him like, "Oh, I have this illness." And he didn't ask her any questions at all. He just said, "Okay, you have this. I'm going to prescribe you pain pills." So, you know. So she's abusing the pills basically, and then, doing all this other stuff, not sleeping, not eating, not taking care of herself, and then wondering why there's chronic pain. But that's the problem is like it's mostly these doctors that like they don't care.
Just kind of reinforce it.
Yeah, they reinforce it, and then these people I feel like it's fibromyalgia to me because I've known other people that have it too. It seems to be like a trauma, like a childhood trauma thing. So I don't know if these people probably hold a lot of stress in their body and stuff. And then they're already like mentally unstable. So the doctor tells you like, oh yeah, you have this. And then it becomes like, a really big thing in the person's head.
So that's why it ties us directly into COVID then, right? Right when COVID happened, I remember EBT said it's Morgellons for normies.
Yeah, totally. Because I feel like it's the same type of person because like the way that she used the fibromyalgia is she didn't want to take any responsibility for like her kids, her life. She didn't want to get a job, didn't want to do any of that stuff. Um, and like she wanted everything her way all the time, super controlling. So it's like any problem she could just blame on the fibromyalgia. Like, okay, we can't do this or go here. Like, I can't do this because I have this problem. And
Yeah,
it just
crazy.
becomes like that thing that people can hide behind basically and like use as a cop out for life.
Total Boris getting here lady says, I'm confused. What are you talking about? Spoonies, brother. The people that have like 20 spoons to spend throughout the day. It costs them
Oh
what?
man, yeah.
One or two spoons to brush their teeth. It's like what a crazy thing.
Ugh. Yeah, it's like maybe you're too tired to brush your teeth because you've been like out since 3 in the morning, like taking a bunch of pills and stuff. Like maybe that's why.
Nah, it's the fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
And are these the same people? Like, what's that lady's name? The what's her name from Instagram? The hi.
Oh, you talking about KB Visions?
Yeah. KB Visions, and
Oh
she's got the
man.
Morgellons and all this other.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same like mental problem, but people find different ways to like express it. And I feel like the normie, whatever, if you want to use that word, is definitely the COVID. We were in Walmart the other day. We saw this guy where he was a worker, literally couldn't see his eyes. He had a black mask from like the bottom of his mouth to the top of his eyes. It was
Oh yeah, it was
ridiculous.
above his eyes, like you couldn't even see him.
Oh my God, this was like a week ago. These people are gone.
Yeah, so these people have been out here wearing masks for 5 years. Is this
Dude, my
Rachel
dad,
Wilson?
my
Look at
dad
Rachel
stayed.
Wilson right here. She's in, I don't know if you can see it. It's what Rachel Wilson is a spoonie apparently.
Oh man.
Looks just like her. What about your dad?
Oh, he saved me from being a spoonie.
You would have
Because the
been into
problem
this
with
or
it,
what?
okay, because like what happens is, especially if it's like a parent, they'll try to like project it onto their kids. So when I was 15, um, I was like, okay, I was working out maybe like 4 hours a day, not sleeping, not eating. And like what I was eating, if I was eating something, it was like trash, so nothing healthy. Barely drinking water. So obviously, like I'm in pain. And then my mom's like, oh, I have fibromyalgia. So let's take you to Dr. Bush. Maybe you have it too. I'm 15, by the way. And like,
Someone's gonna clip that now. Drew's wife says she's 15.
no, I'm 15 at the time. I'm not
No,
15
I know,
now.
I know. I'm just saying someone's gonna clip. You're gonna see this clipped out somewhere. Bokura is on it. He's on it now. Like shit, I got him.
Oh my god, but even as a dumbass 15-year-old, it was like I knew something was so sus about it because I go in, the guy didn't ask me any questions about like what I'm doing in my life. He didn't ask about if I'm sleeping, what I'm eating, what my family relationships look like or anything. He just, okay, are you sore here? Yeah. Are you sore here? Yeah. Okay. So he prescribed me barbiturates and Neurontin. So you can look up the side effects of those pills. They're terrible. And I was 15. Like you're still developing and stuff. And then like that's how this stuff works because then I'm 15 years old taking pills I shouldn't be taking and getting like obviously really bad reactions and symptoms from the pills. And they tell you like, oh, well, you have bipolar or you're depressed, but it's really just because of all the weird stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
But I remember one day, okay, so this is what my dad saved me because one day, like, I was just up in my room, like, I was reading or drawing at my desk, and he just burst in the door and he's like, give me the pills. And I was like, well, mom, and the doctor said I have to take them. And he's like, well, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And he just like grabbed them and left the room. And like, I didn't ask questions about it and I never took the medicine again.
I'm showing. I don't know if you can see the screen. I'm showing some lady. It looks like she's totally faking, like shaking and everything. Like these are her episodes.
She's
Um,
smiling. Why is she smiling having an episode? I don't
shout
know
out,
what else this
shout out to
is.
Rich. Rich threw down $5. He said, "Here's some Israel fun tokens
Oh
for your
man.
time, big dog. Appreciate you, Rich." Oh, Dead and Bloated is about to come on. But yeah, I found this channel here, Spoon Central. This is like it's all about it or what? And these are the people. They look nuts, dude.
Yeah, and then there was this girl I worked with that was the same. Like but she was younger, so she was into the actual term spoonie, so she would come to work. Because I think they have a ribbon, everybody has a ribbon.
Oh, there's a ribbon. Yeah, I'll look it up.
I'm pretty sure there's a ribbon. And she would come to work with like buttons on her shirt, like saying, oh, I'm a spoonie, and like with the ribbon and stuff.
So it's like one of those oppression Olympics things.
Yeah, and she was the kind of person that would like everything had to be about her and she wouldn't talk to you but at you. Um just the typical, blue-haired liberal and glasses type looking person.
Yeah, so these are the
But
pronoun
also she
things.
was out in clubs till like 3 in the morning. She was drinking. She always was like eating constantly fast food, candy at work. And then, working like 60 hours a week overtime and stuff and wondering why you're suffering and in pain. Like, no shit.
Okay, the
But then you go
chat's
to these doctors.
hold on. The chat's having a hard time understanding what we're talking about. If you missed the beginning, what a spoonie is, it's people that have like chronic pain. What do they call those people that are always sick? What do you call them? Hypochondriac, basically. Yeah, hypochondriac. So these people use this metaphor that they have like I don't know why they choose spoons, but they have 20 spoons to spend and anything they do costs 1 or 2 spoons, like brushing their teeth, combing their hair. But if they got to do a big task, like clean the house, it's like 5 spoons. That's what a
Yeah.
spoonie is. So then it's like one of these online subcultures
Yeah, I
for
was just gonna say that.
hypochondriacs.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's the problem with it because there's people that have actual chronic illnesses and problems, but then
Right.
But these weirdos will latch on to the like subcultures of it because it gives them some type of like,
The community was part
yeah,
of
it gives
it.
them the community, it gives them the manipulation tactics and like the power scheme and stuff, because people use the medical shit to like manipulate them. My
Right,
mom
and
used to do it all the
even
time.
at work, I bet they go to work and say, "Well, I can't do this today. My
Oh yeah.
spoons. I'm out of spoons.
Yeah, she'd have
Sorry,
her
boss.
doctor.
I'm
Yeah,
all out of spoons."
right. She'd have her doctor like write her notes and stuff for this stuff. But then after work, she'd be going straight to a club or like a bar and be there all night. Like you don't have the energy to work, but you have the energy to do all this.
And then they're
It
also
basically
trying to
not
be
adding up.
like presenting that they're to the outward exterior, they're seemingly somewhat normal. And then it's because this one says experiencing hidden disabilities in the public. So it's like they can just say, "Oh, I have this like disability," but even though to most
Yeah,
people they would seem fairly normal.
yeah, and that's all the people that during COVID tell you they're immunocompromised when there's probably nothing actually wrong with them. Because whatever this
Yeah,
weird spoony thing is, like completely like morphed into the COVID stuff. Like they just kind of clash together because all the people that are into the like chronic illness stuff and the spoony stuff online are the people pushing the mask and the vaccines.
still to this day, 5 years later,
Yeah.
these people want you in a mask or dead. Yeah, Trope says not a token, a ticket, but a spoon. What a weird choice to like say I have spoons
Yeah, I think
instead
that's
of
why people don't know what you're talking about because it's such a weird thing. And I guess like if
it's a
you don't
very
haven't like
weird
known
thing.
these kind of people, because I've unfortunately known them in real life and like not online. So
Yeah.
there are literally people who will go to doctors and collect like diagnoses and pills and mental illnesses and stuff just to like I don't know. It's just like it's a thing. It's unfortunately a thing.
Yeah, they like it's that same way they call it the oppression Olympics. So they gotta be
Yeah, they're the sickest
especially
person.
like if they're white, like there's nothing they can do. So they gotta say, "Oh, I'm bi or I'm gay or I'm whatever trans
Yeah,
whatever what they gotta pick like a pronoun and then they gotta say, "Oh, I'm a spoonie and I'm this and that." Like they
yeah,
just have to
exactly.
add as much shit on there as they can so they're just not some cis white person.
Yeah, it's totally a thing. Like the medical field and the mental illnesses and the chronic illnesses play a part in that. It's totally a thing. It's weird stuff, man.
It's very weird. And then just society as a whole is broken. We were at Walmart tonight and there's just two kids like riding bikes through Walmart.
Yeah,
And I
literally.
was like, yeah, I'm like, dude, like people come into Walmart now with like dogs, like not just Walmart, just stores. You coming in with dogs, bikes,
Like
whatever.
not a service dog, just a dog.
Yeah, they just say it's a service dog. You know they're damn liars.
Oh yeah.
You see a damn Rottweiler or something in there.
Yeah.
Mm, like most people are too like scared to challenge people anymore, question them, and it's
Yeah,
all
because
like
everything
you.
is just
Well,
permissible. Everything's
but
permissible. You're not
it's
allowed
also
to.
medical. They can just say, "Oh, well, this is a medical thing," and then people get like scared
Yeah.
to push it any further. Uh, that's exacerbated since COVID as well.
Yeah. Just messed up a lot of stuff, basically.
Silent Juice says at Lowe's, everyone has a damn dog. They got them. They got them breeder dogs at Lowe's, the high end dogs. The mutts shop at Home Depot.
Yeah.
You got the purebreds over at Lowe's. Oh man, what else? You know anything else about this?
No, I just know that it's just the thing that weird people will latch on to, just or weak people, I guess, just as an excuse to not live
Mm,
life and
that's interesting. So
using it as
they're
a way
weak.
to.
Yeah, they're weak, and then they use it as a way to bully people.
Yeah, totally. It's a way to just gain power over people, basically. And then you got these pigeon pecker doctors that will just play into it because they want us all just as weak and dumb and sick as possible.
And just keep coming back to the doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky I had my dad there, like giving me the reality check, you know.
Yeah,
Because oh man, if it was just me left with my mom, I probably would have been one of these freaks. Who knows what would have happened, man?
a lot of these like queer kids and everything, they're all like raised by their mom too. These
Yeah,
transgenders. hamsters. It's like
Yeah.
the mom goes unchecked, and then just and pretty much anything's permissible in the household.
Yep, and it wreaks havoc on the kids, and then the kids grow up and then just wreak havoc on society with it, is what happens.
Yeah, tiniest squish in the chat says dogs are the new children. Sick society. Gotta agree with you. Sorry, pretty.
Dogs and cats, you know?
Yeah, these people are like, well,
Okay,
it
yeah,
was
I
just
was
Father's Day, right? Or was it
yeah,
Mother's Day? And then we were at the one store, and it was like dog mom shirts and
yep.
all this stuff for Mother's Day. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
come
wanted
on.
to say that just, like, totally clicked in my brain too because my mom was an animal hoarder, and, like,
Oh, was
there
she?
was one yeah, oh, bad, like, there was one point we had, like, 20 cats in the house, and, of course, my dad was there, thankfully, to, like, get that shit in check, so he got them all out, but then the girl from my work too was also an animal hoarder because I helped her move, and it was
Mm,
way worse than my mom. It was, like, absolutely horrifying, like, there was animal feces in the bed. She had, like, just cages of, like, hamsters and guinea pigs and stuff, like, in her garage. Lizards. There's, like, bunnies, cats, dogs, everything in the house. But one of those people that says, like, they're too scared to have kids, you know?
right. But there's that one lady at my work too. She has a bunch of dogs, and she has this doctor prescribed. I don't know if what's the word? Diagnose? That's the word. So her
Yeah.
doctor diagnosed her as, I forget what it's called, but it's like fear of pregnancy.
Oh, okay, they call that tocophobia.
Yeah. That's it. So she's like, yeah, I got tocophobia. I'm like, what's that? She's like, that's what you have a irrational fear of being pregnant. I'm like, what? Like,
Man.
oh, so you're
Dude,
selfish. Okay.
yeah, these doctors will just come up with any diagnosis just to keep people just as weak and
So
as
yeah, what is
possible,
that?
basically.
Why do those weirdos hoard animals?
I
That's
think it's
weird.
because I don't know, man. I think it's because they want the human connections, but they can't have that with humans because they're too crazy, and the animal's not gonna judge them. The animal's not gonna call them out.
The animals relying on them for
Right,
food,
yeah.
give them some love.
Yeah, it gives them, like, some type of sense of,
Yeah, we got
relationship.
distinction says, "Who's the lady?" This is my wife, the lovely Layla Amaris. I saw you in the ortho fags chat earlier saying talking trash. Ortho, what is it called? Ortho thugs?
I think it's ortho thugs, yeah.
Or the EBT called them ortho tug jobs.
That's a good one.
Yeah. We'll see where that one goes. These chatters though that are terminally online, they were all in there. We saw them in there. They all want to ride with like the next
It's
channel, the
the
next
new
big
next
thing.
channel, yeah,
Yeah,
all the
it's
channels
just like,
have, like, their time
yeah,
to be the big channel.
yeah, and then a new one pops up, and then they all flock over to the new one.
Yeah, it's gonna run its course, you know? Who knows? Maybe it'll
Yeah.
take off. What are we watching on the screen here? I just looked at it and see this guy.
Oh, this the actual Spoon Man artist, the Spoon Man.
Oh, he's doing the because I can't hear your thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't
I
play it
wasn't sure.
because it's
It's
playing the Soundgarden music.
the real Spoonie.
Yeah, this dude's going nuts though. You see this dude, you run, bro.
Gonna have fibromyalgia in the morning after this.
Yeah, this dude definitely. This is fibromyalgia personified right here. I
That's
used
what
to
they're
work with
doing.
it. I worked with that one lady that had fibromyalgia too.
Yeah, I remember her. We met her at NARS
Yeah,
or
we ran
something.
into her way up north, and I was telling you about her, and then we were way up north, and we ran into this chick that she
Yeah.
lost her job because she had fibromyalgia, and they gave her like a year off, and then they gave her a hard deadline, like you got to come back by this day. And she had years and years with the company and was a manager, and she wouldn't come back because she was still sick. But I know
Yeah.
she was all messed up on pills.
Yeah, see, it's a thing, man. They're on drugs. I'm telling you. They're having, like, symptoms from drugs, from, like, withdrawing, and then these doctors will just tell them, like, "Oh, yeah, you have this. Let's give you more drugs to fix it." And then you're even more messed up.
I mean, these how do these doctors get reined in? They don't, do they?
No, oh, no, no. You can't even, like, sue the hospitals. They literally have a thing in every hospital that tells you
Yeah.
if you sue us, you're getting, like, a couple $1,000, you know?
Sounds you said, yo, you're going to the ortho tugs.
Ortho tugs.
EBT says his nana had fibromyalgia. They had her on methadone for years.
Yeah, man, that's sad. I mean, because I know there's people out here that really have, like, illnesses and problems, but
And
There's just something with the
he said the same
fibromyalgia
thing.
that's just too weird. It's just yeah, pill mills, exactly.
Pill
That's what
mills,
fiber
yeah,
yeah.
it's a pill
It
mill.
yeah. And, I mean, it sucks too for people that really are sick to have these, like, weirdos out here,
Right.
you know, because then it makes it like, you can't
Man,
even talk about that stuff.
they're appropriating their illness.
Yeah, illness appropriation, man. Get outta here.
Man, yeah, it's sick
Yeah, I
sick
mean,
stuff, man. It's a
God
sick
bless
world.
them. Yeah, it's messed up. I was lucky enough to, like, get out of that and 'cause I had a tough dad, so God bless him.
You gotta shut down all these big pharma pill mills, like EBT said.
Yeah, it's bad.
You guys
I
just
mean,
doing
like I said, I
anything.
was 15. They asked me no questions about anything, and I walked out with, like, 3 bottles of pills that a 15-year-old has no business taking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's messed up, man.
Guarantee that's gonna be a clip though. Later this week, we're gonna see a YouTube short. Drew Chalk by and his wife is 15 proof.
Yeah, man. But,
And ran a bunch. You had a bunch of babies already.
yeah,
Mm.
chronically pregnant, not
Yeah,
chronically ill.
yeah. I'm diagnosing you chronically pregnant.
Yeah.
Can you stop already?
Last baby.
Any night I'm not streaming, you guys got to blame this woman right here. Throw some tomatoes at her, please.
Alright, alright.
All right.
I'm gonna
Is that
jump
all?
off, though, I'll let you
Yeah.
finish your stream.
All right. I'm just gonna click around for a little bit. Just
Alright,
chilling
peace
here
out,
tonight.
chat.
Yeah, appreciate you. That's my wife, Miss Layla. Go subscribe to her channel. You can see we're blowing up in the grilling influencer world. We might get some free jealous devil lump charcoal pretty soon if we keep getting them subscribers. Chronically pregnant, aka Mexican distinctions. Oh, I'm the Mexican, but
the activity, I engaged my students in a conversation about, you know, what was hard about that, what was easy about it, what challenged you, and then thinking about, okay, how do we keep these things in mind as we move forward with our own public speeches?
I don't know what this lady's talking about right here, but this is kind of how I came across it as I saw this video here. Let me load it up. Let's loading up the whole page. Hold on. And it was this lady. Look at these freaks, dude. This is 2025. Look at this. A few days ago, it was yesterday, this was posted. Haven't gotten sick since 2022. Wearing a well-fitted respirator isn't the only precaution I take, but it's who's wearing this? This is, you know, who's wearing this? Ugly people, people with bad teeth, low self-esteem people. Let me find the video I'm looking for though. Here, hold on. It wasn't too far down. Here it is. So this is one of these people. I don't know if they consider themselves a spoonie, but they're definitely like a chronically ill person. Their name is called Surviving in Dystopia. It says really quite something to watch people openly share how they don't value their children's lives and don't understand science. These are the types of people bringing back diseases like measles. A healthy diet won't stave off pathogens. Get vaccinated. So I'm going to play the video and just keep in mind, this is what Sheath says and thinks and has to go to a public forum to say after watching a video like this. I'm going to turn the sound off. It's just copyrighted music, but yeah, it's just a dude raising his kids outside, feeding them real food and not giving them any jabs. He doesn't go to the homeschools the kid. Look at, he teaches him how to make a fire, feeds him real food. Look at it, takes him out to get the spring water, takes him fishing. Looks like a good life to me. And that lady sees this video and she's got to come on like it's completely alien to her, and she's got to come and like shame this and say these are the people. This person here is bringing back measles. Insane. So I was starting to go down that rabbit hole a little bit and look at this page and like the pages that they follow and the types of things that they post, because how crazy you got to be to see that video and to think that something. And it says right here, This user right here, what is this hellscape? Mom to human and cats, she, her. So they always have the pronoun. Sarcastic realist. We are in a mass disabling event. Wear a mask. COVID is airborne. Free Palestine. I mean, people like this are making anti-Semitism uncool. Thousands of followers, man. 6,000 followers. And these are the types of things that they post. Insane. 4 years ago, my son caught COVID-19. He was just 16 months old. This guy looks pretty old to be having this kid here. this guy having kids older than me. This kid's old. This man's old. So what happened was the kid had COVID pneumonia, hospitalization, weeks of recovery, a tragedy in our family. Okay, our son gets this every like 6 months. I guarantee it's exactly what this kid had, a coughing fit for like 2 weeks. And this person freaked out and still was traumatized by it. Brought his kid to the hospital over like a cold. Still dressing him up in a doily on his face. Crazy. Another one of these channels. Look at this. I'll click this one next, but even this channel here that they're reposting this channel, it's got the pronoun in it, Free Palestine in it, hashtag disability justice. So this is part of it. So these people may not call themselves Spoonies, but it's the same kind of thing. It's like hypochondriacs, chronically ill people. They wrote, unfriendly reminder, children never consented to being continuously exposed to COVID for capitalism. So they're saying just by you going to school or by you going to the store, you're exposing children to COVID. 5 years later, no one, there hasn't been like an extinction event, you know, if it really was what they said it was. And man, I got to go on the record and say, no, I've been talking trash about all the people that said the jab is making them drop like flies and everything. And I said, in my personal life, I haven't noticed that. But now I'm just recently, like a bunch of people at my work are getting sick, and they're all the people that had taken it. And they're getting all kinds of different types of diseases and stuff. But let me see this one. This is the same kind of thing here. But believe women. This person has their thing says believe women, decolonize t-shirt. Crazy looking dude. So these people are just like platitudes and slogans. This is what Jack Talcott's final form will be. Something like this. We'll have a live without fear shirt. And be selling stickers. I mean, look at these people. Insane, dude. I still trying to master my bathroom selfie, but at least when I took a few moments to snap a few photos, I did so knowing I wasn't breathing in all the gunk in the Amtrak bathroom. So these people are like, everywhere they go, they think it's the air is poison, literally oxygen poisoning. That's what they're worried about. Oh, look at everything. Like they're living in a horror movie because the air is toxic. Look at the toilet is toxic. Everything. Everyone knows you close the lid before you flush. I think that's pretty common. Of course. But I mean, imagine just being scared of everything. What is this? I gotta see this.
Ready to get the shooting, I'm ready to spark this movement, that speed, it get the bump in my head, it get the thumping, got me.
Nope, pass. Hard pass. But it says something about the true repair comes from reparations. So these are the people that believe in reparations, pronouns, all these insane liberal things. Fellow white folks, are you giving reparations to black people? Choose a few creatives, educators, and PayPal, Venmo, Cash App them. Hey, speaking of that, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, get chalked up. Support Mexicans. La Raza out here. La Raza out here putting in work. Oh, man. This one looks like it's more like socially, quote, conscience-based, instead of the Spoonie type thing. But these people are nuts, dude. I want to see more of this, what this channel posts. How are you surviving 2025 sore throat, COVID, pneumonia situation? Never heard of it. It's so bad that they got to like post on their TikTok of them doing like ginger shots or whatever that is. Crazy, dude. Okay, actually, I saw this. This is actually kind of interesting. This is a totally different topic, though, but they're reposting this. I already saw this earlier. MIT did the first brain scan study of Chat GTP users. AI isn't making us more productive, so it's dropping like the whatever they're measuring in your brain of how much brain activity is going on, neuroplasticity and all that. It's dropping it by like significant amounts once you start using Chat GPT. Oh yeah, this person said they're preventing this cold season by masking. Hold on, phone just went nuts. Phone just went nuts. Did we get a super chat? My phone's not coming on. I think it just died. I don't think. Yeah, I thought it was buzzing. I think it just died. Oh, crazy here, man. Hold on a second. These are another one of the people that were reposting. And right here, top number one thing they write on their page, disabled. So again, this person may not identify themselves as a spoonie, but it's the same kind of thing. It's these people that are just like identify with chronic illness. And I think people that really do have chronic illness would try to kind of minimize it and live their best life. Like, dude, you got to remember there was a guy in the major league baseball. He was a pitcher. That dude what was his name? Jim Abbott, the dude that he had one arm, bro. Guy had one arm, like a little T-Rex stub on the other arm. He'd put the baseball glove on his like stub, throw the pitch, and then real quick switch the glove on his pitching hand in case they hit the ball back at him. So here's a dude that's like, when he was born, the doctor's probably like, he's perfectly healthy. He'll be able to do anything he wants in his life, maybe except be a Major League Baseball pitcher. And the dude was able to, and he's like a legitimate starting pitcher. I think he even won the Cy Young Award for like the best pitcher in the league at least once. I think human beings can overcome a lot of stuff, and then when you just wallow in your misery, like for this type of thing, these people may actually have legitimate sicknesses and disabilities a little bit, and then they wallow and it just feels worse and gets worse for them. And they're still living now in this COVID life, like they can't believe people are moving on. And this is the type of things that they post right here. They are training you. So I think they're talking about people like us. They are training you to not give a F about others. They are training you to other an incredibly nebulous and ever-expanding group of people called the vulnerable. So that's them. And crafting their communication so that you will believe that you will never be in that group. Crazy. Right here, the fact that barely anyone is masking now is proof that shame works. People are ashamed to be seen wearing a mask because it's so stigmatized. And it's not purity to inform people that hundreds of millions of my peers have been harmed or killed by this being. So this person literally thinks hundreds of millions of people have died from COVID in 5 years. Crazy. This is a bad meme. If you have this many words on your meme, no one's reading it. And they're like, this is a few days ago, still talking about the same type of stuff. Reposting. Are you masking? You realize the same thing applies to airborne diseases. Blah, blah, blah. Crazy. If you're not taking any COVID precautions, then I do not give a singular fuck about your thoughts on the state of the world or vision for the future. This is posted 1 hour ago. Today, right now, 2025, she, they, so the pronoun people, human with lots to say, COVID is airborne. I mean, are these the bots they talk about? I believe these are real people. Crazy. Posting an hour ago about COVID. But the one thing I did want to go over too a little bit, this is kind of my original thought, what I wanted to look at, and I just want to look at this for myself here, is go through some of this like insane COVID stuff. It's been 5 years. And I know you guys have probably seen all this stuff, but I watched maybe the first like 20 seconds of this. I was like, yeah, I need to definitely watch this on the stream. Like, I remember seeing this stuff and it was so surreal at the time. I mean, it's even worse now that people still believe this. But how insane was this? Like, what are people going to think in like 40 years when they're going to think there's no way this is real. They're going to think these were like TikTok trolls or something. People in 40, 50, 60 years from now. How could you possibly believe this stuff? Oh, the music's too weird. Dude, got a dog. Got a dog. Service dog in the cart. Wearing boots and mask. Insane, dude. One of the craziest ones we saw, we went to the store. This lady put like plastic where the dog's sitting. She covered that part completely in plastic and was like putting her food in that part. And she was wearing a mask and gloves. And just had this giant like plastic piece covering then that wasn't that long ago. I don't know how long ago was that one. That might have been like 2 years ago. Yeah, this was like not peak COVID. It was still like not that long ago. Doing stuff like that. Oh man, these people are nuts, dude. Who does this? Whoops, I'm rewinding. My bad. Oh my god, that's sick. Look at that, putting a baby in a mask and a visor. That's sick. That person should be arrested. Look at this fear in that baby's eyes. I couldn't imagine trying to put a mask on my baby. Just the baby would fight it off. Real quick, Semperfish in the chat says, Drew, a great doc series about this is, I can't even say that word, wakey, wakey, Apocalypse Popcorn. He is banned from YouTube and is on Odyssey. Okay. I'm glad this chat's up on the screen because I need to go look that up. It's interesting for me to look back. It was almost so surreal, like I don't even want to think about it anymore, but now it's been a little bit, I kind of want to look back at it. Damn, look at that. They put all those kids in little... Oh, man. I remember this too. I saw stuff like this just driving by schools on my way home. Like they'd have these kids like in little, like separated. Their kids were just all outside, separated. Look at that. You go take your picture with Santa. It's insane, dude. That's with the music. It's like, I don't get it. Oh man. I remember, yeah, when they were like taking bulldozers and filling skate parks with sand. So people couldn't even go to skate park. They're arresting people on the beach. Wakey also made a series during Rona called Elite Full Throttle. Dude, these people got plastic bags on their head. Look at those prices. Look at those prices. 78 cent 2-liter, Walmart 2-liter. Damn, put mask on the dolls. Oh man, dude, these people are bonkers, dude. All these people got the jab, man. So, where's that ELE? Where's that extinction level event? These dudes are like CrossFit training in plastic plastic cubes wearing masks and visors. That's insane, dude. We also saw a lady. This was not too long ago either. This was like maybe might have been last year. This lady it was like 100-some-degree day, and this lady was walking, and when we saw her, she was like laying down on the ground and she had a mask on, like a super old lady walking, laying down on the sidewalk with a mask. And so we turned around to help her, but a couple other people beat us to it and came and helped her get up, and she was getting up and stuff. But maybe like 80, 90-year-old lady fainting because she's walking around 100+ degrees, Florida humid weather, wearing a damn mask. Kayleen threw down the $1.99. Appreciate you, Kay. Well, you must have got that card then, right? You were saying you were going to get some card or something. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, Austin Murphy said, I almost forgot cops were kidnapping people and trapping them in cages for wanting to go to the beach. Yeah, exactly. Look at this dude. See, I wonder if, man, were any of these people trolls and they were just doing this as a troll? I don't think so, man. Maybe a few here and there. I remember there was a dude that had the pool noodles like sticking out of him on all sides. Like, so you couldn't get close to him. You couldn't get within the 6 feet or whatever. Oh man, this is nuts, dude. The human being will do anything, bro. Look at you, just put the feet on the ground, they'll just do it. These are Jeets. I don't know. Do they count? And that's why David Crocco always called them programmable matter. The human being is programmable matter. It's like the shit's not even real, bro. It's like a mech suit. Yeah, they were wearing the gas mask. Oh my goodness, bro. I gotta like slow this down a little bit. It goes through it so fast. This is the first time I'm ever gonna slow a video down. Just a hair. They go by so fast. Yeah, people were like spotting these people out in the wild, just taking pictures of them. Yeah. Yo, distinction in the chat says if you didn't live through it, you wouldn't believe. Yeah, 100%, bro. If this just only happened in one isolated country or something, and if I didn't see this, I'd be like, there's no way this is real. There's no way people. Look at this dude. It's a whole orchestra in damn bubbles. I mean, dude, I still see these people out here. Maybe not this bad, but there's some people I work with that literally wear the mask every day still. So I would believe, I've only been there like 2 years now. So I would believe that they've been wearing it ever since then. I've never asked them, but they probably never took it off as soon as it happened. We've seen this. We've seen people doing that in real life. Corralling people right here like sheep, man. Oh, these were sick videos. These ones really are really sick. The ones that were like the grandparents and they'll put like a sheet over them or whatever. These ones are the grandparents aren't wearing the sheet. They make the kids wear a full hazmat suit. Sick, man. Look at these sheeps, bro. This got to be the Matt McKinley bad on purpose, right? Okay, that last one reminds me of another one I saw. I saw a guy go into Hy-Vee and he pulled out a cart and he literally had his own spray bottle. And he took the spray bottle out and just dumped like 20 huge clouds on it. He's just like then he had a towel and he like wiped them. Like he carries that everywhere he goes. Yeah, yoga bubbles. Like Chick-fil-A was taking the orders in the line with these things. I wish I could play different here. I think there's music in this little thing. It's so quiet. Was that little lo-fi one I had last time? Let me go get a little lo-fi going. Totally normal, man. I saw a dude one time too at the beginning of it. At the gas station, he pulled his shirt up over and like pinched his toes and went around and like bought his stuff. Brought it up to the counter, paid, pinched his toes. They were just like, oh, they're Pfizer jabs. They're on their way to McKinley's house. That's got to be a troll. Look at this dude. Yo. The other people in the pool aren't wearing a mask. Oh, I see a guy with a zipper mask. Looks like some gimp mask or something. Okay, this is the one to me that was like the most heartbreaking. I remember this one. The lady like had the whole garage like plastic off the garage and put her arms through some plastic to hug her. The lady's probably dead by now. You know, that was one of the last times she saw her grandbaby and hugging it through some plastic. Yo, is that the penguin? Oh, completely insane, dude. I'm just gonna let this play for a minute. Go through these chats. Look at these people. These people are like, they're just lost. Uh-oh. What is that? This dude's got like an air purifier attached to him or something. Oh man, mass on the cross. Yeah, the baptizing him with a super soaker. What a dystopian. I mean, these people running these apps, they had to understand right here. That was funny. They had to understand running these things right here that, yo, you can get these people to do anything. That's why I say the nanotechnology. Oh, they got nano dust to control you. Yeah, this dude right here, look at him. He's got a plastic folder on his head. They don't need the nano dust to control you. They don't need 5G to control you. They don't need any of this weird stuff that they say to like mind control. Look at, they just say it on TV. Yeah, look at it. That's what we saw. We saw a lady like that. They just say some shit on TV, and if you say it long enough and on enough channels, they'll believe it, man. Oh my goodness. See, some of these are clearly like trolls, but they get mixed in. It's like almost impossible to tell. Yeah, this dude right here. Yeah. Okay, that dude I'm sure is a troll. The dude with the pool noodles. Dude's like sanitizing a rock. Yeah, we saw this in Minnesota. There was, oh look at, they're all wearing that hat, dude. Maybe it wasn't a troll. We saw the restaurants, though. They had the outdoor bubbles for you to eat in. Yeah, Capricorn says, my dad was in the hospital during it. Had his leg amputated. Couldn't see him for 9 months. That's so sick. Distinction says, some of this is art. Yeah, I agree. Some of this, I'd say like 9 out of 10, though, are real. Oh, man. Like that dude right there, that's real. These people covered in plastic. This has to be like the ultimate case study, though, into how how malleable these people are. You just go on TV and say anything, and they're gonna believe it. Look at you can get these people to do anything. If that Germany thing really happened, and you wonder, there it is, the skate park was saying. You wonder how could anything? Yeah, look at them, complete lunatics. You wonder how something like that could ever happen. Well, look at this. You could get anything. You wonder how the Jim Jones cult, how he got them to drink the Kool-Aid. Well, look right here. They could have got the whole United States. Obviously not everyone, but they could have got a giant percentage of people to drink some Kool-Aid, to do anything. And just say it's gonna help you. You have to do some suppository or something. Suppository mask is gonna protect you from COVID. These people would have been doing it. And the craziest part is right at the peak of this, when it very first started. Remember when it was, and then it was the same time it was George Floyd. It was George Floyd saying, "I can't breathe," and "I can't breathe" chants during the protests everywhere. Sick black magic rituals, man. Yeah, Idiocracy was a documentary, Austin says. I mean, you couldn't even make this up, bro. You couldn't even write this movie. People would be like, yeah, this would never happen. Yeah, Trope said, my dad died, but not of COVID. Still didn't have a proper funeral. Not asking for sympathy, just a bad time to die. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful. You know, I'm sad my mom died shortly before this, but I'm almost glad my mom didn't live through this, because I think my mom would have ate this one up hook, line, and sinker. She was like in the medical industry. Yeah, I think she would have been all in. She would have been my mom 100% would have been one of these people covering herself in plastic that we're watching here right now. Rest in peace to my mom. I don't mean to make fun of her or anything, but that she would have done something like that for sure. I can't imagine her resisting this. Because especially the medical people ate into it the most. They feel like it it gave them like street cred or something, like we're the real soldiers on the front line out here because we're dealing with this every day. So they had to like double down on it. Dose 1 and dose 2. That's how you hand out the candy. You use a long tube and put the candy through the tube for Halloween. Wear masks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so if you're sitting, you couldn't get it. Yeah. You could sit down and take your mask off at these places, but then you would have to stand up and wear it. And then my last job I talked about too, where I quit, the boiling point for me was they had the mask and I took like 6 months off unpaid, and they got rid of it. I came back, and then they brought the mask back, and they had this rule like, if you're working, you have to wear the mask, but if you're in the store shopping, you didn't have to wear it. So I was like, okay, so I stepped down to part-time to kind of minimize it. And I said, so if I'm here by this guy, I have to have it on next to my coworker here, but I can go clock out when the store opens, and I can walk through the same store, walk by the same guy without the mask. And they were like, yes. I'm like, okay, this is just absolutely insane here. Like, what are we talking about? This was not that long ago. But man, can you believe it's been 5 years? It's like time's just flying, bro. 5 years since this happened. Wearing a mask and a drop top. Oh, that's it. Who knows what this crazy bitch who's gonna play next. Man, I want to go through some more Spoonies here, but I think I gotta shut it down because I gotta work in the morning. I gotta be to work in about 4 hours. I could go another hour and a half just on Spoonies, I bet. So we might have to do a Spoonies part 2. Did they ever do a Goonies too? I can remix this cover again and get another cover out of it. We're gonna check back on the Spoonies. Maybe not on the very next stream, but I'll definitely touch back on this. I'll have some good like clips or sites about it lined up, because this is an interesting topic to me. Super interesting. It does tie right into COVID and mass hysteria, mass formation psychosis. Remember how they got everyone to say that? That was its own mass formation psychosis. That thing itself, that term. But yeah, thanks to everyone that was in here, man. I forgot to show the shirt, man. Again, I keep forgetting. I got to start the stream with the shirt for you guys. I got a new shirt. Let me pull it up before I go, in case anyone's looking. Shout out to the Ortho Chuds. I'm gonna drop this link in the live chat. Got the new Rider shirt out here. It's kind of ambiguous. It could really be against Trump or for Trump. I kind of like that. You can sell it down both sides of the aisle. There's the link. I appreciate everyone's time that was in here. I'll be back. How about tomorrow night? I hate promising. I get so tired. I do so much. I go to work and I do so much work, and I come home as even more work. I feel like with just the kids, and then by the time I'm ready to stream, I'm just like nodding off already. But look for me, if not tomorrow, then very soon. And I appreciate everyone's time. And peace out. Did it end? It's still going. Hold on.